excuse me. Hi, Algebra 1 kids. This is Dr. Callahan for week 15, Wednesday, first day of virtual online learning. How are you guys doing? These are your following 3 questions for your warm-up block. Go ahead and answer them. Pause the video. Your warm-up block is going to be due on week 18 Friday, so I will be collecting this. It is about 300 points, and it will be due then. So make sure you guys go ahead and have at least 100 boxes filled out. All right, so on Wednesday, you guys have assessments. And so your assessment today is with the following questions right here. The first as part of the assessment is on applications of systems of equation. So go ahead and take a look at this. There are 3 questions. And if you take a look at the first question and the second question, the way you set it up is already given to you guys. Okay. Pause the video and answer the following questions. All right, so since this is your first assessment with a distance learning, I'm going to go over a few of them. So you're welcome to check your work if you've done them already. So the first question here says, the sum of the two numbers is 21. The larger number is 6, which is less than twice the smaller number. Find the two numbers. Now, I'm going to have x be the smaller number and then y be the bigger number. And it's also given to you that I pretty much have this set up for you guys. So it should be fairly simple to go ahead and just use substitution to find your answers. Okay, so here we go. X plus y equals 21 because the sum, which is plus, of the two numbers is 21. The larger number is 6, which is 6 less than twice the smaller number. So 6 less than twice the smaller number. Okay, so x equals 2y minus 6. Now looking at this part right here, your goal is to figure out what x is and also what y is. Given the fact that you already have x solved right here, because x equals 2y minus 6, we're going to go ahead and solve the system of equation by substitution. So I'm going to take the 2y minus 6 and plug it right here where x is. So 2y minus 6 equals, or not equals, because I have a plus y equals 21. All right, we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. So 2y plus 1y is a 3y plus or minus 6 equals 21. Opposite of a positive or a minus 6 is a positive 6. So I'm going to add the 6 on both sides. That cancels. And I have 3y is equal to 27. How do you get rid of 3 times y? Opposite of a times is a divide. So I'm going to divide it on both sides. The 3 cancels. Y equals 9. Well, now that you have 9, what's the counterpart? You're going to have to find x. So let's go ahead and pick an equation. You can either pick the first equation or the second equation. Second equation works, but I'm just going to use the first equation just because. So the first equation says x plus y equals 21. Well, you know that y is 9. So x plus 9 equals 21. Minus 9 on both sides. 21 minus 9 is going to give you a 12. So there you have it. So you have 12 is a bigger number and 9 is a smaller number. And this is your answer. All right, go ahead and take a look at question number 3. Go ahead and read it. Okay, so for question number 3, it's given to you that oh, you know what? I actually added this to the wrong one. So let's do that one more time. So stay with me here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's given to you that William is going to be 3 years older than Charmaine. Okay, so that's going to be W is equal to Charmaine plus 3, just to balance the equation. The sum of 3 times Charmaine's age and 2 times William's age, so 2W, is 76. So those are your two equations, okay? Well, you could either do this by substitution or elimination. Well, since we did the first one by substitution, let's do this one by elimination. In order to do this by elimination, you want to have the C and W on the left side. So I'm going to move the C over to the left side. Negative C plus W equals 3. Second equation, you want to make sure that in order to cancel this, you're going to have a positive and a negative number of the same number. Well, I have a negative C here, but I need to make sure that C was with a 3. So I'm going to multiply everything by a 3. So my new equation on the top is negative 3C plus 3W equals 9. Your second equation doesn't change, so 3C plus 2W equals 76. So now if you look at this, you have a positive 3 and a negative 3, so that just cancels. Then 2W and 3W gives you a 5W. 76 plus 9 is going to give you an 85. So then let's go ahead and divide it by 5 on both sides. W is going to give you 17. So William is 17. So what do I need to find? I need to find Charmaine's age. In order to find Charmaine's age, you can go ahead and use the first or second equation. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use the second one because last time we used the first one. So then let's go ahead and take a look at how to find Charmaine's age, which is C, okay? So this equation, you have 3C plus 2 times W. Well, you just found out that 2W is 17 equals 76. 3C plus 2 times 17 is a 34 equals 76. So this is just a two-step equation. Let's subtract the 34 on both sides. 34 cancels, 76 minus 34 is going to give me a 42. And we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3. So Charmaine's age is going to be 14. Another easier way of finding this is just by reading this part. William is 3 years older than Charmaine. So if William is 17, well, then Charmaine has to be 14 because 17 minus 3 is 14. Okay, but it's good to check this way as well. Those are your two answers. So Charmaine's 14, William is 17. All right, I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and make sure you work on number 7. We actually did this one in class with different numbers, but it's the same one with the concert. All right, next, what I would like you guys to do is the second part of your assessment. And the second part of your assessment is going to involve 2 questions. First question right here, we're gonna have to graph these two and shade them. And the second one is this one here. We're going to have to graph those two and then shade them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the first one with you guys. So then looking at this one here, if you're to graph this inequality, you will first have to solve for y. Okay, so let's go move that over here. If I'm going to solve for y, let's move the 5x over. Negative 3y equals negative 5x is less than or equal to 9. I'm going to divide it by the negative 3 on both sides. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let me move this. There we go. And that should be a plus. There we go. If I divide it by a negative 3, what ends up happening is your sign here, your inequality sign switches. Y is greater than equal to positive, because a double negative makes it a positive, 5 over 3x minus 3. So in order for me to graph this, I'm going to start off at negative 3, 1, 2, 3. And then to go up 5 over to the right 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Now, once you have the 3 points here, you should see that this has an equal sign. So it's a solid line. And because it's eating the letter Y, you're going to shade above. And I'm going to shade above this line. So that's my first one. Then let's go ahead and grab the second equation right here. Okay, you have to solve for Y. So move the X over to the right side. You have a positive Y is less than, when you subtract the X, you have a negative X plus Y or plus 4. Divide both sides by 2. And because this one you're not dividing by a negative number, you actually don't change the sign. It stays exactly the same. So Y is less than or equal to negative 1 over 2X plus 2. You're going to graph this by starting at 2. Then you go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. This one is going to be a dotted line because there is no equal sign. And it's not eating the letter Y, so you're going to shade below. Dotted line. And go ahead and shade below. All right. So your answer here is actually the area or the region where the two shadings crisscross, which is going to be right here. And this region is your answer. And that is your answer for this one. So now that I showed you how to do this one, I want you guys to go ahead and practice and work on the last question by yourself. All right, so altogether, you should have 5 questions, 5 points total, in a total of 25 points. All right, you guys, that's basically it. Make sure you can actually find and access this. So if you go on to your MS team, so I'm gonna go ahead and reshare this. So we're gonna go to new share and we're gonna do MS team. Make sure you guys go to your Algebra 1 class, which is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and go to assignments. I'm gonna go ahead and create this. And so we're gonna go to, let's see, assignment, week 15, Wednesday. Assessment on solving and shading inequalities with word problems. Algebra 1. Okay, well, I can't exactly put in too much in here. That's okay. So I'm just gonna say 5 questions, solve and upload. And your due date is gonna be on Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. And we are going to add a resource. So that way you have it. And I'll have the link to this video added to this as well by tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And let's go ahead and do upload from this device. We're going to go to the Dropbox. You guys are in Algebra 1. This is week 15 or 15 Wednesday. Open. And it is uploaded. Done. And I'm going to click on sign. And it should pop up right now. It might take a few minutes. I'm going to reply to this one. All right, And then you have your assignment right there, week 15, Wednesday, assessment, solving a shading inequality with word problems, and then you'll be able to see that. All right, you guys, as always, stay safe and healthy. And if you need any assistance, please email me at incallahan@washoeschools.net, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you and assist you any way that I can. Take care. Bye-bye.